I opened the font file in FontLab Studio by dragging it to the FontLab Studio icon in the dock. In the font window I selected the A, held down the Shift key and selected the Z to get all the capitals. Command C to copy them. I clicked on the lowercase a, Command V to paste them, and it pastes them with one glyph in each cell. Command Option Control M to open a matrix window to see the effect of what you're doing. Double click the lowercase a to open its glyph window. You can show and hide the fill, the same with the nodes, but for this job we don't need either. Then I clicked on the outline of the letter A and deleted that, pressing the delete key. I unlocked the glyph window, pressed B to open that letter in the glyph window, and did the same with the rest of the alphabet. Then I opened the font information panel to add the word layered to the name to make it distinct from the previous version of the font. Generate the font and save it. Then I made another version, saving the font database under a different name, this time adding black to the file name and in the font information. Then I deleted the leaves from the uppercase characters. You can double click each contour separately and delete that. Or you can click and drag and then delete. But it's probably quicker to select everything and then subtract the outline by holding down Shift and double clicking it. And then generate this version of the font and save it. You can see I saved the fonts on the desktop, select them both and Command O to open them, install font, and there they are in the list. Hide the font book and bring a word processor to the front. I use Pages. Select a new document from the template chooser. Add a text box. Change the font. I can just press the D key and that will take me to D in the font list, and then I can choose the font I want. Type a capital A to replace the default text that was there. Change the colour to a nice deep red. Change the size. Select the bounding box and duplicate it. It places it a little bit offset down and to the right. Change the colour to a nice gold and type a lowercase a to replace the uppercase one that's possessed. And that gives you the leaves or petals. Command A to select all. Align both objects to the left. Align both objects at the top. And in this two-dimensional version, there's no difference between the two different versions of the font. But in Photoshop we can do something rather different. A new document, full screen, a golden background, a text layer, select the font, the black version came up first, type an uppercase A, resize it, Duplicate the text layer, select the copy, and replace the uppercase A with a lowercase one. And then you can see the different layers. And as in Pages, in this two-dimensional version, the switching between the fonts makes no difference. But then when we add a layer style, first a drop shadow on the letter itself, again no difference between the different versions. But now we add a bevel and emboss as well. Play with the size and the depth and the softness. Copy that layer style and paste it into the leaves. And now we can see a difference between the two versions. Because the first version has holes where the leaves and petals are, and the bevel and drop shadow effects are applied there too, and become an extra background to the petal and leaves layer on top, while the black version is of course a little simpler. It's just a question of choice.